YouTube, I am back in the building for another vlog, man, slash review. I'm going to be reviewing the new song and video for Lecrae and 1KPHEW called Wildin. But before we get into that, I want to just get into just if you're not familiar with who Lecrae is or who 1KPHEW is. Okay, so Lecrae is a gospel slash Christian rapper, and I'm just gonna say that both Lecrae and 1KPHEW are gospel and Christian rappers, right? A little background about Lecrae. Lecrae is from he's from more than one place. He's from, I used to think back then when I was listening to him, like all the way back when I was listening to him back in high school, I thought he was from Houston. And like I liked the fact that there was like a rapper who didn't sound the same as every other rapper I had heard from Houston. And so it made me feel somewhat more connected to him because, you know, he claimed Houston. But years later, come to find out, he lived in Houston. He's lived in Atlanta. He's lived in San Diego. I think he really claims San Diego, but the Houston in me just wants to claim him for myself. But anyways, so like I said, Lecrae is a Christian gospel rapper. He's been in the game for about 10 years plus. At this point, we can just say that he is GOAT status, regardless of what anybody else wants to say. If you're a new listener or you just hate Lecrae, that's your business. But he is a GOAT. He has established Reach Records as a household name, not by itself, but of course with some help. But he's waved that flag of Reach Records for quite a long time and been able to spin a positive message out of his music. I know a lot of people might say that, oh, now he's so like worldly, he's so like into like this whole secular thing. Maybe that might be the case, I don't know, but I do know that I will say that the sound and the direction of Reach Records has changed, as it just being more geared to like centering around like the message of God. And don't get me wrong, it's still there. It's just like I feel like the whole industry of Christian hip hop has really changed because they want new listeners. They don't want, you don't want the same people who nobody wants the same people who go to church and don't want to listen to explicit rap music to be their fans. They don't want to be, Lecrae has mentioned many times that he doesn't want to be stuck in a box. So he did the work. He's performed at numerous festivals that were not Christian geared, that were not an all Christian show with Christian singers and rappers and Christian country singers and all of that. It's different artists who have different mindsets and different ideals, just as so with all the fanfare that is there. It's all different types of fans. So that's what he's gearing his music and his message to. So I know a lot of people who have been Lecrae fans or been Reach Records fans have not liked that, because it's like, well, it's kind of wrong. It's wrong, it's wrong because, you're kind of like, it went from it just being like, okay, like, and I'm talking about like all of Christian or gospel rap. It went from being like, oh, hey, yeah, let's talk about what's in the Bible, to like, okay, hey, let me tell you about the problems I got in my life. It went from like, hey, let me call out everybody who's a sinner, to, hey, I actually have personal struggles in my life. I battle with things in my life. I deal with like certain things happening in my life that I want, I have to go to God about. So it's still there. The message is still there. It's a little bit packaged different as far as like I feel like lyrically. So not to get off topic or anything like that, but I'm just explaining the climate and the change of the genre, the subgenre of Christian rap and how it is now versus how it was. But yeah, Lecrae has been in the game for a long time. Excuse my language. I was about to cuss. Excuse me. Trying to go without cussing for this whole video. So, but yeah, 1KPHEW is a little bit more of a new rapper. He's like a newer rapper. He is the cousin of Zaytoven. If you don't know who Zaytoven is I believe he's from Georgia, a very legendary producer from Atlanta, Georgia. He's produced for multiple rappers, Gucci Mane, notably, Young Dolph, rest in peace to him. His instrumentational sound is very familiar and has put a lot of people on. Let's just say that. And his cousin, 1KPHEW, he's a newer rapper, but he is basically like he's incredible in my opinion. I don't like a lot of like melody, those. I'm not really a big fan of like melodic rappers so much because they don't really say anything in their music. A lot of them just harmonize and use auto-tune and all that and don't stretch out a message or anything like that. Or even if you do that, like, please make it sound good. Don't just and don't give me a message or at least make it catchy. Sometimes it's just like overwhelming how many rappers do that. But 1KPHEW is a diamond in the rough of all of everything that is just BS, basically. So I got to be like familiar with his music probably, what is this, 2021, probably around like maybe 2019. I think he wasn't with Reach Records or anything like that. He was just like, I guess, independent. So I just found out about his music. I think I was on a website and they said something about a guy named 1KPHEW. So I was like, who is this? And I went to go listen to his music, and the first song I heard was like this song called Fettuccine. And from then on, I was sold. I was like, oh, this guy's dope. He's dope. So that's just a little background about both of them. So just to move forward. So they both have they have a project slated to drop on December 2nd. I believe this is just another solidification by Lecrae to, put him on a bigger pedestal. Because I mean, he's already on a pedestal being on Reach Records. Probably the biggest record company in Christian hip hop. But now it's about to come full fold because he has a whole tape with Lecrae. So it's gonna be dope, might I add. So now, just to get all that blabbering out of the way, we're now going to be looking at this first single / video for their No Church in a While project or tape or EP or LP, whatever you want to call it. So without further ado, let's get into it.
They say there's no church in a while, but we've been wildin'. We've been on top for a while and let my crowd in.
Okay, all right. First off, right out the gate, Lecrae on here singing. You feel what I'm saying? That man singing. Feel what I'm saying? it's good to hear him like really adapting his his sound to a younger, broader audience. You know, he in the coming years, he has definitely developed a different sound just for a newer audience, and I love it. And also, he's adapting to 1KPHEW style with the whole sing-songy rap thing. So it's I definitely like it.
Give it up. World is jungle. Give it up. You ain't gotta stand and tell the secrets. Bought the whip and now you got the beat slit. Play the BD, ate it up like a deep dish. Hammer time, that's to put him on the reach list.
I totally forgot about the Hammer Time song that him and 1KPHEW had. What is that? What album was that? Man, I can't remember what album that was. That Hammer Time song. He just basically referenced that song. Yeah, man. So far so good. I like it. It's very catchy, and they're just keeping it simple with the video. Nothing too complex.
20,000 in the crowd on stages. Birthday bash in Atlanta was amazing.
Yeah.
Went to Diddy house with me, that's a day trip.
Yeah.
They ain't know you really living in the Matrix.
Right.
I seen him come straight out the east. Zaytoven gave him some beats. I told the young lion go eat.
I'm sorry to keep stopping it, but so he just basically just brought up a lot of Atlanta culture there. He referenced Metro Boomin. So did Metro? He said something about Metro Boomin producing this beat. That's crazy. And then he was talking about Birthday Bash. If y'all don't know what Birthday Bash is, that's like a concert. I think that's like the big concert that they do in Atlanta, where they have all like their major acts go and perform there. It's kind of like how down here in Houston, where I live, we have like this thing called Car Show. Car Show is like our biggest show of the year, where like they get all the biggest artists and bring them out to the Car Show. So it's kind of like that. And then he references Zaytoven. So I'm pretty sure like this album is gonna be a lot of production from Zaytoven, I'm sure. But like if Metro Boomin produced this beat, this thing is banging. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Like everyday Easter, think I got a stylist. Had to shave back, get right, me my mama.
Did Lecrae just get sturdy right there? Hold up. Did he just get sturdy right there? Man, they got my boy getting sturdy? Getting sturdy?
I just came in with the Billy Goat gruff. When you bridging the gap, it got trolls on him. When they threw them stones at him, he rolls on him. He got too many dubs, he dove on him. From the test, he gon' lift up the doors. Had to keep it going automatically. He brought the kid out the east, now they mad at me. Gasper rap back, I put that on your majesty.
Okay, first of all, it's like the way he raps. Like I said, he has that sing-songy style. But bro be like, he like low-key be preaching. He low-key be preaching when he be like spitting his rhymes or whatever. He'll just say some stuff and then it's like, oh, I gotta act like I ain't hear you say that, bro. You said when you bridging a gap, there's gonna be trolls on it. Come on, bro. You think I didn't catch that, bro? You think I didn't catch that? Come on now. He said I'm bringing gospel rap back. Come on now. Come on, bro. You think you just gliding through the beat and saying all of that stuff and trying to get me mesmerizing the beat and forgetting that you over here preaching, dog. You preaching, man. You spitting that real that real niggas feel. You feel me? Let's go. Okay, that is the end of the video. My bad for having it up here still. Yeah, so just anxious to see on December 3rd what this is gonna sound like. That just for that being the first track by itself, very jiggy, very you know what I'm saying, very catchy, very of the times with that track. So definitely want to see what's gonna be coming up with the rest of the project. definitely want to see how Lecrae and 1KPHEW switch up their flows on different songs. And if Zaytoven's gonna be all over this thing, then I really want to hear it, because I love Zaytoven's production. It's fresh, it's new, it's something I've loved for years, from the time I was in high school up until now. So gonna be anxious to hear. I loved when Lecrae and Zaytoven came together for what is it? Is it Church on Sunday or something? I can't remember the name of the project that they had together, but it was definitely. I was actually surprised that Lecrae and Zaytoven came together to do a collaboration. That's just me, but it was definitely worth the time that they put in, and to surprise the people with an album, with a collaboration. I thought it was just gonna be one song, but they really did a whole project. So anxious to see what this sounds like. What did you think? What should I review next? And I am gone. So sorry for all of the talking. If you don't like it, you don't have to click it. But yeah, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe.